Watch podcast. I don't have everybody in here quite yet. Looks like. Uh, I know we started late, but we're gonna try to give this a shot anyway. Let's see. Is my camera going here? I can't get my camera going. Let's unplug and plug. Maybe that'll do it. There we go. So I'm greenlit. I'm good. The rest of the guys will probably show up in a sec here. As far as the rest of this goes, let's see the window capture. We got the chat here, and we can alter the shape of it. Could go this way. Here we go. And as far as the rest of that's concerned, something like that, or what have you. All right, cool. Oh, it looks like we do have Trop trying to come in here. Let me see.
Hello.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up? So we're doing this. We're
Last
doing this
minute.
podcast last minute.
Yeah,
Short
I don't
notice.
even have the adverts out anywhere. Like I'm trying to grab this all like and just go with it, but it's just gonna be pretty hard.
You don't want to do it after bullying the bots?
I could still bully the bots while we're streaming. It's like not a bad. It's not impossible to do. You know what I mean? So
I guess that's true. Yeah.
I don't know why we didn't just think of doing that earlier. As far as every time that we've ever streamed.
Just like stream, but like bullying the bots, because I guess it is pretty auto at this point. We know how to beat raving loonies.
Mm-hmm. And we're on week 30. This is gonna be fun. That's a whole number. You know, divisible by 10. Everyone loves those. Let's see. Week 30, we'll say Beasts Enhanced. That should be a good.
I wonder what Celery's doing. Let me just ping him. Oh, that didn't work because his name's not Celery on here.
That's his actual Discord name, huh?
It's Adrenaline.
Okay, there we go. Copy, paste, sent. We'll try to get this out to everybody. It's not gonna be pretty, man. This is not. This is not how I should be doing things, but here we go. We got it out there. I'll try to hit up the Reddit really quick. This is so last minute.
Yeah, it's like
Trying to.
well, I guess we're
Trying to farm these events is killing me, man. Like last minute and everything, and then falling asleep. That's not fun. But it's
you
a.
and
It's only
like
only this game would that ever happen. Only in this game.
yeah, these gotchas are time consuming. Like I don't know how for a while you managed to play Die too, but you eventually quit that one.
I had to. I liked some of the stuff in the game, but I had to quit. I had to do it.
It just wasn't enough time in the day to try and be competitive in both.
And it was super linear. Like there's nothing that I could do. I could bring the same team every time, and like a few different variations, a few different weapons, and you know, it basically the game plays the same way every time. There's just a few basic mechanics, and I wasn't about that, you know, because I realize, you know, when everyone has the mechanics down, it's going to come down to their teams a little bit. There's no way I could be competitive in that game like the way I could in this game, because I could get top 10, you know, in this game. I could have got
Yeah,
top first. So I actually did close out the rest of the week perfectly, as except for the you know, the Seraphy hiccup. Uh, trying to see if I could do what you did and succeed. so so
well,
other than
it's
that, I
funny 'cause
actually had a perfect. This could have been my second perfect week. Who knows? Um,
it's funny how you're having most of these successes during waitlist week. Maybe the answer is because like the luck with the buckets can just range so high when it's weightless week, right? Like it can be really dangerous on the high end or it can be really easy on the low end. So maybe that's what makes these weightless weeks sometimes bearable. Because you've generally done good in these, so
Well, it's not just because my units are somewhat max. They're not like max awakened by any means, but most people's aren't, right? Other than the whales, and it's like, how often do I come across those guys? And I've invested a lot of time in the game, so um, them versus me, right? Like their investment versus my investment. Someone who's not playing as hardcore, let's say, they're pretty casual and they didn't put as much time in is gonna have a hard time against me, and I'm gonna have an easy time, even though I'm not a whale. Gems are still gems, man. They still buy you some crazy stuff. So
but I was gonna say I'm pretty sure at this point it'd be pretty accurate to call you and Celery time whales because
yeah,
some of the stuff you
I've
guys
said
do,
that for a while.
like trying 20 hours for Malroth or doing eight hours of worth of reset for floor 50, man, it boggles my mind.
To be fair, those were the two different Malroths. It was Malroth very hard, and then the Malroth EX. So it was I was doing both. So
Yeah.
full 20
I
hours
feel
wasn't
like
just for one of them per se.
it's like you guys are pretty hardcore when it comes to that, and I think of like Celery because this is a really well designed game if you think about overall. There are
For sure.
a few whales spending tons of thousands, whatever, funding the game, but for the most part, Celery showed that you can play it completely free to play, and it's just insane how many hundreds of hours of content he's gotten just for free. So it's a pretty cool mobile game, as long as you can get past the whole gambling aspect and all that stuff.
Yeah, as long as you
Pretty
don't find it's like a pitfall, you know. It's definitely more polished than all the other ones, is what I would say, by a
yeah.
large margin. Um, hey, we got Celery and the baby, but he's not screaming. Why isn't the baby screaming? That's not right. That's all wrong. It should be. Hey, hi.
Your brand. Gotta scream.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course.
Go, go, go.
But yeah. So what were we talking about? Uh, time whales, being time whales and trying in the game. Yeah, for sure. With this map is Breath Week all over. I don't know about that. I watched JP playthroughs of it, and the whole week the guy didn't use a full dragon. He didn't even give the dragon the leadership. For most of the time, he was using halberd, but occasionally he would pull in great dragon. Um, was it this week or was it a different? It might have been a different. Okay, I might be mixing up the weeks, but he had an easy time this week too. Like it was weird. He was using like Crystal Linda and stuff like that. I don't know. It was a mixed match team. He had Metal Dragon. He had a few beasts. Purvis is obviously good, and he was pulling and stuff, but not much other than that. I mean, he didn't bring too many crazy units, which surprised me. And he managed to work this map, and I thought this map might be a little tricky. It's not entirely tricky. There's a few slots in the back that someone could put all their units in. I guess it's not the default position, but someone could, if they wanted to give you a hard time, they could just throw everything in the back. Let's see. Breath map all over again. Strong week for breath units. Fan. You know what? There are no beasts with fan. So fan breath. So I don't know. Maybe it's not a breath week. If you play by the rules. A trop.
Yeah, well, honestly, I was debating playing a bit by the
Got a
rules.
rec
Like
for
beasts are
hero
just going to be so
weakness.
strong
Claude fan.
this week. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Claude's gonna be amazing.
It's going to depend on my opponents, but I don't know. I'm most jealous of people that have King She Slime this week because
But it
that's
doesn't have the price. I think that's the same price.
We can check.
King
Yes.
Cheese Slime's
How many do you
good,
want?
but wait till
Well,
Sizz
I want
Week.
the-
Do you know what Sizz
I
Week's
got
gonna be
four,
like?
The meat pizzas. You want two and two?
50% Sizz and 25% HP boost
Oh,
boosts.
we're just going to see King She Slime's like 100% at the top at that point.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like no one comes close. Like Halberd wouldn't come close because the way that the blocks are set up, Halberd's only good if you use, I guess a pull.
I just want to verify the price on this real quick before we check out. We're almost ready to check out, but
Yeah, the price is pretty good,
$3.99?
I think. You won't find
Oh,
better
that's good.
price
Thank you.
anywhere else.
Have you been
You're good.
looking at the other maps for the weeks after the Beast Week? I won't get into it too far because obviously we're not talking about those weeks, but you keep
$3.99.
you keep up
So
to
they're
date on
both
them.
expensive.
Oh, I think I saw the one after this, and it's got like no obstacles.
Oh, that might be a completely different one. Yeah, that's the that's like 240 weight with no bonus for that week. The one
But
after
I'm
that
just
is
I'm
this
just
week,
still caught
but
up on
going
this
back
week.
to the
Oh.
beasts, I guess.
Yeah, you can hold my hand.
This week's gonna bother me because
I can't.
the middle tile like belongs to King She Slime, so not having that means one of my units might not get to attack turn 1, which kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But 101.
But is it really going to affect your performance? Like, do you see yourself not two-turning every match?
I mean, it depends, and depends on my buckets. The buckets are going to be easier than weightless week, and I'm going to have to downgrade from a Dimension Dragon down to a Ghost. So I guess we'll see overall how it goes. But yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, Meta. KSS would be great in the center, and that's the only unit that would be great in the center this week.
You know, I don't
because
think Dimension Dragon's been working out for you anyway, so I think it's best that it turns into a ghost.
it's a Ghost. It let me down last week.
Yeah.
And
I knew.
Impact-
Oh, the JP guy I was watching was using Dimension Dragon, so I was surprised by that. He was going for this weird like mobility and like he wasn't going for like damage synergy. It was weird. He was going for positioning. It was mixed matched. He had like mages, he had physical, he had breath, he had everything on his team. I was shocked, and he just made it work. It was so weird.
So you won the week?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Did he have King She-Slime on his team?
I think so. Or at least for the Sizz week he did.
For the Sizz week, yeah.
I'll send you his It's the same guy I have on my on how to search JP on my Discord.
I wonder if it's that YouTube one we searched before though for another week. If it's the same guy, then I probably have him.
I always use the same guy. There's just one guy that I use. Because he never misses a week. He's always posting arena videos. He never misses a day. Other than bots. He doesn't show the bots anymore.
That's good, yeah. It's almost no point, you know, the bots have been bullied enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gorsby has a small fan too. Yeah, Gorsby is going to be a bit strong. Purvis, small fan. Mm-hmm.
I'll get one. Hold on.
KSS would be great. Jaguar is great, yeah.
No,
I've been trying to rank up my Jaguar. I got him to S7, but he's still like level 101. So I don't know if he's
got
good.
mine
And
from
his claws
S5
at 7.
100 to S7 120.
I should have, because if I was going for floor 50, my Jaguar is 2 awakened. I could have used him.
Same.
And my Sly Heart. My Sly Heart's 1 awakened. I could have used him as well. But I didn't get past floor 45 and I fell asleep. So that's how my day went.
I guess you didn't want those 50 gems as badly as Celery did.
It was more than 50. I mean, if we're talking from floor 45 to 50, that was quite a lot of gems. I probably, and between all the other floors that I didn't max clear, because I didn't full clear all of them. I was like missing 10 gems on a few of them here and there. So I probably missed like 500 gems.
I cleared all the way through 44. So 45, I think, was the first one I didn't full clear. And then I don't think I full cleared any of them going up from 45 to 50.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to wait for Reminiscence and then I'll take it on, I guess. Then again, JP hasn't even
I
gotten
do
Dragon
think
Tower
50
Reminiscence.
Yeah, I do think 50 was the only one I didn't get at least one mission done. All the others, I'm pretty sure I got at least one mission.
That was hard because you were using RR instead of Slineheart, so it wasn't an easy thing to do for sure.
Yeah, it wasn't. Once I stopped being stubborn and I took Draguar all the way to 120, it wasn't that bad. I just had to wait for the RNG.
That's how I end up broke, by the way.
Because-
Every other PV thing that I tried clearing last minute, I would try to take someone to 120 because I realized I needed it or something, and I burned
Yeah.
through my gold.
Yeah, I was down to 3 gold twice. I went down to 3 gold when I took him to rank 6, and I went down to 3 gold again when I took him to rank 7.
That's
So,
tough.
yeah.
I was
I
scraping the
think I
bottom of
went
the barrel.
through maybe 20 odd stamina herbs,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. So that was like 1,000 stam right there, and then all the daily one, and then the 4 refreshes.
Do we
All
check what rank did we finish? Trop, did someone get ahead of us? Because I knew there were people in 6th place, and we were in 10th for a bit. Did anyone?
Yeah.
Because there are always
10 of
people
us
playing
finished
last
in
minute.
11.
Huh? It kicked us to 11th. Ah,
Yeah, all 10 of us. So a bunch of people got 11.
I must that
So many people.
that pisses. Ah man, I was looking at that. I was like, oh, we're 10th, and that was yesterday, and I was like, no, it wasn't even yesterday. It was while I was streaming, trying to clear the content. I noticed. I was like, oh, 10th. I'm like, but by tomorrow, some guy who put it off to last minute, some genius, he's gonna do his matches and then he's gonna throw us out of the top 10. It was just gonna
Yeah,
happen.
Pat's been on quite the streak. It's like 51st, 51st, 11th.
Bro, that's the worst. It's worst. I wish everyone could tie for first, everyone could tie for 10th, or whatever the case may be, so that way multiple people can get the top 10 rewards rather than just some of them. Because, some people could be at the cutoff, right? And depending on who's tied at what, either more people are in the top 50 than 50, or less than 50 are in the top 50, and that's kind of annoying too, Well, I don't know if there'd ever be less than 50 in the top 50, no. But it sucks being
It's
past the
not
cutoff.
possible for
It's not possible, but it's nice having the number go over 50. It's fun, but
Yeah.
it didn't happen, so.
And then I think Bubuski got 51st, so this was his turn to get kind of screwed over.
Hey, at least I'm back into getting
Yeah.
gold trophies, so I just gotta try,
Yeah.
That's good, yeah, honestly, because Celery was telling me that you started going for the 100 silver trophy, and I was like, I don't know, man.
I was tied with gold and silvers at a certain point. Because I was way ahead. Like back in the beginning, man, I hardly had any silvers. Skull. I hardly had any silvers, and I had pretty much all golds. And then it started going bad because other people, they put their money into the game, and I didn't. So, because I have little boosts, right, every now and then. Like when I got Zoma, it was a little boost. When I got a few more awakenings on him, it was a little boost. When I got Sorrow, it was a little boost. Every time I had this little boost, but then it's only staving off the inevitable for just a little longer. OKM was a slight boost, and again, his positioning's kind of weird to do. It's not as good for arena as breaths are, in my opinion. The fan breaths with 3 movement, but it's okay.
I'm actually curious between you and Celery who has more golds.
right now? Probably
Uh,
me.
I think I might have more after these
Okay,
last few weeks.
so you both think so. What is your total amount of golds? Now I'm interested to
Oh,
hear.
total gold. Total gold or current gold? Like the
Like
lifetime
total
of the
amount of gold
account?
trophies.
Yeah, stay there.
Total amount
Uh,
of gold trophies.
Gold
I'll have
trophies. Okay,
to
that's different.
check. I
I'm
think
probably
I'm at
sitting at 14 or
15.
15. Let me see. Yeah, 15 after this reward
15? All right,
once when I
so
claim it. Yeah,
we
15 gold, 14 silver, 1 bronze from that time that I missed an entire day, was it? Or I can't remember what happened.
Yeah, pretty much that's how we both got our 1 bronze. It'll serve it as memory to do our arena.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, you saw me miss an arena, and then you still proceeded to make the same mistake. And you're really like copying me, especially the mistakes.
Well, you don't get it on air as much, so it's nice. I have good commentary, so if I could do your same mistakes and make it 10 times more entertaining, why wouldn't I? I don't know.
how will the people know what not to do if Pac doesn't also do it?
I have
You're
these
right.
bad judgment calls when I'm not in the right state of mind, guys. It's just like, because it's like 99% of the time I'm fine. And then there's just that 1%. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I have that pack moment.
And those are the ones that we all remember.
But it's fun, right? It's
Yeah.
fun. It's
I remember I was in the stream. You were asking the chatter. You're like, okay, you guys, what do you think? I chose one team. Starscream chose one team, and I think you ignored both teams and went for the Seraphim.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm up to 17 gold now.
ah,
Oh damn!
you're killing it, man.
Yeah, I got the silver trophy before I got gold. I think I got silver trophy at like 8 when I had 8 gold,
Is that the furthest for the milk? Remember 26?
and now I'm at 11. So I've gotten 1 silver and 9 golds in the past like 10 weeks.
Mm.
Nice. I think Pac's been the opposite. I'm just kidding. I'll stop roasting.
Oh shoot! I looked at the tact card. Ah. Oh, I looked at the tact card. Shit.
Is that bad?
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
at 30K. I
bad,
accidentally
bad,
clicked
bad.
it.
Oh, shit,
On
overkilled.
edge.
Ah, that sucks, man. Ah, I shouldn't have touched the game. Now I'm mad. Ah, I've never done that. It's just a slight touch of the hand, man. Marcos. No, not Marcos. Where's our community manager? Come on, get a word in for me.
Malcolm.
SOS, please. Like, okay, so if it sees you're over, it shouldn't take that little bit and move it over. I think that they should do that, you know.
There we go.
How much would it have been moved over?
Thank you.
Well,
Did
just
you do
now it was like 3 pulls worth that I just lost there. But it will be
Wait,
permanently. It will be permanent though. I'll always have an uneven number forever.
Oh no.
Welcome to the club.
Oh, it already happened to you?
It happened to me like week 3 or something.
But that's
like
not
that, or
knowing.
something.
See, I knew ahead of time not to do it because I figured something like that would happen. But just now wasn't me like miscalculating. That was just like an accidental press. That wasn't even because I was aware of that. I knew that would happen. Like
Yeah.
day one, I was like, oh, this is gonna. I better not look at this. No one told me to do that. I just knew. But like,
Yeah, I did it. You know, obviously not week 3, but like not very long after, we hit the, so maybe like week 6 or something.
yeah, the
I
red
was-
mark is tempting. Exist on files, right? The red mark is tempting. I didn't even see the red. Like I didn't even. I shouldn't play while we're streaming. Like no. That's bad.
Yeah.
I'll press it again for sure.
Yeah, I've got right now I've got 29,603 tact points because that's where I ended up after with the overflow. I ended up at like 603.
I'm gonna try to find a way if I could even it out so just the number doesn't bother me ever again, because it's pissing me off now. I haven't even looked at it a second time. It's already pissing me off. It's right here. I could see it. I'm
You want to get in
sweating
your
How do you
seat?
already,
with
There you go.
rage.
how do you already have 3 pulls worth though that went over? Have you been
Well,
playing since
no, I had 2.4 pulls worth. I was running a battle road earlier. I had 2.4
Oh,
pulls worth, but having 2.4 pulls worth is basically ruining 3 pulls anyway.
yeah,
Does that make sense?
yeah. Well, you could always buy the gold XP scroll for 500.
The what?
The gold XP scroll for 500.
I suppose. Let me see.
The gold codex. I don't know how much that would help you, but
No, well, the points will have to roll in first, I guess. So
It has all the jars in it, like glass.
Okay. Hey Joe, let's get you in your seat.
yeah, I was like, how do you have 2400 already? And then I remember that you just run the battle road 24/7.
all right, but we have what, like 9 minutes till reset? Is it?
Yeah,
I can't. I don't know. Let me see.
I don't know if we've discussed any of the important topics yet.
We did. We talked about a
Mhm.
little bit of some of the positioning here with the blocks, but we didn't go into like permutations. We didn't go into like meta picks, counter meta picks. We didn't, you know. So what are some of the permutations? We're gonna see a lot of. My team's gonna be 115 weight, I think, because I think I'm bringing in. Let me see. It's definitely gonna have.
Okay, I put this together. It has to be whatever that's light. Light.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be 115 weight for me because I'm going to have Overkilling Machine probably, even though he's not a beast, and he's 50 weight. I'm going to probably have... I don't know if I'll have any breath. If I do, it would be
Together, I think.
Great Dragon, but I wouldn't have him as leader. I'd probably put Percival as the leader, and I would bring in Percival, probably my Draguar, even though he's 101. But he's S7. And I would bring... What was that one other unit? The Great Saber Cub. So I'm going to be sitting at 115, even though, it's 225. I'm sorry, 215 instead of 225. But, hey, what am I going to do?
Yeah, it's not too bad. For the extra 10 weight, you could add in Bunicorn. He has an E tier. And the Bunnycorn is only 10 weight, so that could fix your problem.
But I already have 5 units, so it's not happening. So what are you gonna bring, Trop? Let's hear it. Are you gonna at least have one unit play by the rules this time around? I feel like you'd bring Percival
Well,
or Great Saber Cub.
well,
So put it in there.
Okay. You want me to take it in?
usually refer to Metal Dragon as a
Is
beast.
there-
They're like,
you just
oh
take
yeah,
it?
that unit's a
There's
beast.
receptacle
So-
in the front.
Okay.
You'll see it.
No, I don't know. Honestly, this is a tough week because I'm honestly thinking of all the different things I could do. Because I remembered how strong Claude was on physical week, and granted, on physical week he got 40% physical. Now he's only getting 20, but he's also getting more defense, more HP. Like it's a tough call. And then Percival, maybe put him up on the side or rolling attack the shit out of something, or using the beacon. So I could potentially use three of my good units, and then 2 A ranks. I think that math works out. So I'd have to use 350 weight units and 2 A ranks. That's something I could do. I could also just bring my 4 core units and a ghost, which at least against the bots, that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'll have
Didn't
more
put it
time
down.
to think about it for tomorrow.
So you're not going full weight?
No, at least not for the bots.
It seems hard to do this week. What about you, Celery?
I mean, probably like Trop for the bots. I'm gonna do the standard Great Dragon Leader, Halberd, Rough, Dragon Lord True Form. It's a nice, easy 225. Then for other matches, I'll definitely be considering, depending on when we get, hopefully we get that community reward of 25,000 gold, because I really want to bloom my Boreal. So I'll be considering Boreal. Percival, I think, is incredibly strong. I don't think I'll be bringing my Claude because it's only 2 awakened. So I'll have to figure out some permutations with the A ranks if I'm cutting out or if I'm trying to bring in some of these new strong options.
Okay.
Like, it's honestly a bit difficult this week to think of a single solid team because of that beast boost.
But
And then the A rank beasts.
But what do you see the beast boost doing mostly? It's like for someone who's a breath unit or martial, yeah, do they get a boost out of it? Sure, but does it boost their damage? No. So there's not many beast breath users, but as far as martial goes, you do have like the peacock who's bloomed. So maybe he'll be there, but he won't be as like deadly as I don't know. Some of the other units that do actually have physical attack, like my Dragwar or something.
Jaguar, yeah, Claude, those are going to be pretty good.
Yeah. So
Even Leo.
I definitely. Oh yeah, Leo. Some people will have the scrolls to max him. Some may not, but
If
I
actually
definitely
get him, I'll
won't.
definitely just close to max him.
Is he coming out
getting him up-
before Vera? Then is that confirmed?
Yeah, so for this week, it's going to be only Leo.
Okay.
He seems like a big avoid to me in the arena. Like, he just seems so strong, and if you take him to 30% HP, he goes right back to full, so it's just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So it's another one of those units where you got to be careful not to get him past a certain threshold or you're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I remember.
All right. Well, did you guys? Did any of you read Metazoa's
Biggest one for Asian.
wrap up on the week, or not the wrap up, the overview for the upcoming week?
I the kids.
I had a look at it, I think, yesterday.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think Celery didn't look at it either. He tends not to from the last one, but I haven't looked at it. So far my thoughts have been pretty much what you guys saw here. I think those are all the meta units. Claude is going to be amazing out of the A rank. Same thing with Percival. You might even see Hellions. I mean, I'm not going to do it because it's going to be hard to fit the weight of 2 A units. But if you have like a Percival pulling, Hellion could run in and actually hit them. It's the same thing with the A rank week. And he's going to be tankier, so he'll actually survive a few hits. Let's try to look into, where is this guide over here? Pack. What's his username? I can't find it. Metazoa's Meta Arena Week 30 Beast something. Hey everyone, I'm Metazoa and frequently top 10/50 player. He wants to share insights. Upcoming week, we all know what the boosts here are. 20% beasts. Okay, we got a photo of the map. Let's talk about the power trifecta, some counters, flexes. He thinks the trifecta would be Percival, resistant to whoosh, zam, weak to crack, bang, and physical lock. Not seeing a whole lot of physical lock really in the game, much less arena, but okay. Fair point. One of the most dangerous units in this upcoming week, probably one of, if not the most common. That's true because it's a free-to-play unit, basically. Free to max. I've talked about him before, but not a lot going on. Has a lot going on in his kit. Back and will pull units for cleave. And Cherry Blossom Blizzard is a rolling attack that can also blind. He also gains 15% attack, stacking up to 3 times for each individual hit unit that he hits. Okay, so we got that. Counters, Zoma, Great Dragon, Squid, Baramos. So we might see some of these units still this week, looks like. KM, not good. I wouldn't bring KM. Giuliante, kind of iffy. Sorrow's okay. Obviously, he'd be pulling before he gets a chance to bang, though, which kind of sucks. Boreal's going to be great. And Slon. I would bring Slon. I would think about bringing Slon. He would be a really good unit. And his agility would be even more boosted here, so he might actually not miss for a change, or as much. So that would be very good, actually. I would recommend Slon if you needed a replacement for Claude or something. He's definitely a good option. Counters, DKO, S-Stark, Great Dragon. This is all for Slon, looks like. Zoma, KM, Boreal. It's basically a lot of the same weaknesses that Percival had, except there's also the element of Zam, not just crack. You have Claude, he's weak to Frizz and Sizz. Super Glass Cannon. Doesn't ramp as hard as Percival, but he's still going to have a very strong cleave. Interesting. Within 6 range, Frizz Sizz runs the risk of outspeeding. Counters, yeah. Outside of these 3 units, there are numbers of other beasts prowling around to be careful. Purvis, Marquise de Leon. Well, you're going to have to make sure, because he might be a lower level and you might be fine. I mean, by a few other weeks, maybe, Marquise will be ranked up for most people who have him, but I don't see everyone having him at 120 immediately. They've burned through all of our mats just with everything that they've thrown at us recently. I don't think people have the resources to try to go for that. I think Arena's open now, so I'm going to try to do this at the same time. But Giuliante's interaction with Prism Peacock can get immense power boost from Marquise de Leon's. Okay, noteworthy right now, his interaction with Prism Peacock can get an immense power boost from Marquise de Leon leadership. His Awakening 1 interaction in round 2. So that's Prism Peacock and Marquis de Leon. Alright. Let's see, what else do we have? We have Giuliante. We don't have her bloom yet. There we go. We're connected. Alright. Extreme high agility means physical and martial attacks. She is a beast, isn't she? I totally forgot. Yep. Giuliante's a beast. Yeah. Yeah, that's a great... you see her as some sort of demon monster thingy. You forget she's a beast. A demon beast. Right? That's how it would be called in Japanese, like a maju or something. But yeah. I forgot about that. For sure, she's something to look out for. I don't have her. I wouldn't use her because I don't see her movement as being that good. But especially pre-bloom, right? Post-bloom, maybe you have an argument. But she's definitely a unit you want to avoid fighting. I wouldn't fight Giuliante this week. I wouldn't go anywhere near her. Draguar's a great unit. Lots of mobility. Should pair well with Percival's pull. Because I think most people are going to be outside of the range. He does have a note about this. Martial Cats. I'm not a fan of these units, but Martial Saber Cats got blooms that can also be elevated by Marquis de Leon. Okay, so if you have him, they're good. But if you don't have him, they're not getting any more damage this week. Just other stats. Units with 6 to 7 range. Any unit with 6 to 7 range will be able to consistently hit on turn 1. That will always, that's always valuable for 128s. Okay. Fair enough. Don't be afraid to use a cover tank. What do you guys think about that?
Is that what he wrote?
He wrote that somewhere, yeah. Just little footnotes here. It's just like status effects are your friend for helping win matches slowly, but you normally wouldn't be able to. Units like Snowbird, I mean, because it's a beast week, so a lot of people are going to be weak to sleep, right? So Candy Box, Snowbird, Umbra. Let's see, I don't know. Any win in the top row is better than your best win in the middle. What does he mean by that? Let me read the chat. I feel like I've been ignoring the chat here.
He's talking about points. It's not strictly true. You could get, a 10 turn, 3 death win on the top row and only get 80 points. But for the most part, it is true. It's hard to go below 96 points without having a really rough match. 36 is perfect for the 60.
Top row is better than your best win in middle. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's what he meant. Yeah, that makes sense. I thought it was the placement on the map, not the buckets. Like I had no idea what he was talking about. Do practice round or 2 on easier looking top row matches after your initial 3. Get comfortable. I've always recommended that. Like, I haven't recommended it in a minute. What's up? What's up, Tukey? How's it going, man? I haven't recommended it in a minute, but you should always, no problem, man. Yeah, we have this every week. We'll have the map out, and it should key people into what they have going on. It's also on the Discord too. You could see the maps there as well. And we just talk about meta units, counter meta, to counter the meta, and then like permutations, like what kind of weight you're gonna be doing. So like, what combination are you gonna have? Like 2 A's and 3 S's and stuff like that. But we have what's the last thing he was saying? Do practice round or 2, yeah. So you get the flow, like, because as you could be the smartest person in the world, if you don't do a few practice matches, like you're not going to understand how that map works or how that week works. Because you could make mistakes. You're not going to account for everything, right? 80% of the time when I predict how AI is going to move, they pretty much move that way, but I often overlook a detail or 2, and it costs me points. So what better way to prime yourself than just have the thing do the thing, right? Rather than you have to conjure it up in your head and try to maintain it there. Just play it out and see how things operate. So you don't have to think about it. Leverage the information that the world provides you rather than your intellect all the time. That helps. Remember, everyone, this is going to be an easy week to lose units. Oh, okay. Take your time because 124s are always better than 116s. Hope to see you in arena soon. Stay golden. Good advice, I would say. Good advice. I guess for some people, maybe cover tanks are necessary. He was saying that's specifically for people having a hard time breaking into top row or are just starting their arena career. That makes sense. But I guess for everybody else in general, as a general word of advice, if you're doing 80-point matches instead of 60-point matches, which he recommended you doing, I would shy away from covers because you're going to have a harder time scoring points. And my play style is pretty aggressive. Like I learn what I can and can't do by doing all the things that I can and can't do. And then I just, why it's fun, So you get to see the limits of everything rather than just assume, right? Because I could assume all I want. But then I play it out and then I see how things go, and that's even better. So that's my recommendation, is just go ham. Lose a few points now. You'll make up for it later. You'll be fine. Playing
Those are really good
passively,
words for
you're never going to learn anything playing passively. You could play aggressive, and then you could in your later career you could play passive. That's what I would say. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll definitely jump in on that point. Like when I was just starting out, I had a couple rough matches. Like I think I lost 2 or 3 the first week of Arena, and I started playing way more passively. And it wasn't until I started watching Path that I realized I'd overcompensated due to those losses. I was being too cautious, and that you really do have to be aggressive and just learn your limits. You know, if you want to be aiming for those gold trophies, those top 100s, whatever your next milestone is, it really seems to be, you know, all about learning your limits, learning what you can take out in one hit or a combination of hits, so that you're not worried about them. But especially with the new Arena AI, just in general, waiting doesn't seem to be very the baiting strategy doesn't seem to be a very good way of aiming for those top spots.
Fair points.
Yeah, I would say that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. Any summary you guys want to put on the week before we call it quits here?
Before we go and bully the bots.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm already bullying some of the bots, but unfortunately I'm not getting raving loonies, so that makes me a bit sad. But
My first
it is what
match
it is.
without even cycling is raving loonies, so
That's good. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a week where people should play around, because there's definitely no set good stuff for this week. Like you could play into you should have King She Slime. If you have King She Slime, use it this week, because that's the only thing you can place in the rocks. And then if you do that, you ensure that essentially that all 5 of your units can attack. Otherwise, I don't know. Just do okay with 4 of your units
Gog.
attacking turn 1, and then
Zbawatse.
all 5 of them attacking turn 2.
Kali
So,
Varaya.
just know that if you don't have King She Slime,
It's like
very,
a gun.
very likely that you're gonna have a unit that might not get to attack turn 1 out of your 5.
Yep.
Which is fine.
Mm. Metazoa's already dropped his MD. Well, if he did go his if he did go the Marshall route, he could have brought him back in. He's pretty good with King She Slime. I think the 2 of them are a lot better than even Halberd and Great Dragon are, probably. So even if you dropped him, you could probably bring him back later. It's fine. Like I said, the guy I was watching was using King She Slime. He was using Metal Dragon. He was using units like that. He was using Crystal Linda, Dread Dragon, and stuff like that. I don't know. Not Dread Dragon, sorry. Dimension Dragon. The other DD. No one's using Dread Dragon and getting first in JP Arena. That's insane.
Oh,
That would be a feat. You know, that'd be quite the feat. So
That's a flex right there.
that is the definite flex right there. Yeah, for sure. So this is my team. Looks like I have Percival, Draguar, Saber Cub, Zoma. I don't know why I put Zoma there. And Overkilling Machine. I could always sub in somebody else though.
Yeah, in order to get around the that, for those who don't have bloomed King Sea Slime, which is most people, in order to get around the limitations they were talking about earlier, where that middle spot is not able to reach for most units, you can do Percival, where he can beckon from that spot, and then another unit can try and take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
Alternatively, you could do like I'm going to do and only run 4 units, and then you don't have a 5th unit to not attack turn 1.
Exactly.
So,
just don't run the 5th unit. Problem solved.
yeah. So, and then if you are running A's, I think the best thing is going to be running two of those A beast units or bloomed boreal.
Dude, I might even switch out Zoma for Slon occasionally, because I feel like Slon would hit harder sometimes.
Yeah, 3 50-weight S units. That'll take you to 220. So. Pretty,
Hero, a true lord.
But I feel like Slon could actually hit hard, and be stronger than Zoma in some cases this week. What do you think? His blast fist with brilliance would be very hard.
Yeah, as long as you've got a bang weak target. Bang neutral would be iffy, but as long as you've got a bang weak target, he's got that 6 range turn 1. He's got all the boosted stats. He's
my Zoma hits harder than 8-700, so maybe not. And he doesn't miss. 8-700 seems bad.
Just also depends on, like I said, if you're running.
But his mobility.
If you're running Slon, you're running another A unit, so you're probably running Slon and Percival, and then you're running 3 50-weight S's. So you're not running Zoma with that combination.
You know who'd be a nice unit this week? Nightclubber.
Nightclubber.
Yeah, he's great leadership. He has a great leadership, and he has AoE, and it could crit. You never know.
Search for those all physical matches and just send him up.
Dude, do you know how much defense he's going to have? Do you guys realize how much defense he will have? It's you won't be able to 3 turn
700, right?
with the 20% boost. With the 20% boost, you wouldn't be able to damage him. Pretty much. So yeah, avoid. That's a weird thing to say, but avoid Nightclubber and Juliantes this week. At least a Draguar, maybe you could one-shot him with something. I don't know, but
I think you could bring Forest Dragon. Just one-shot him with that.
Yeah, or Overkilling Machine. But he would move first, and then Overkilling Machine would hit him. But whatever. He's using Metazoa is using Juliante. Moves up 1. Allure buffs Purvis or Percival, I don't know, and one other. Round 2, units tend to cluster around the rock, and let me pull this. And can cleave with Summer Dragon Dance. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds effective.
I think that's a good cap for the week. I'm gonna try to head into my matches, but should I stream it? It's a bot match anyways, but I usually get the whole weekend anyway, so I might as well.
Yeah. I guess if you switch to your screen, you could stream it directly from here, or are you gonna end this and then just start a separate arena stream?
Nah, dude, you're gonna do the well, we get arena before maintenance. Arena's already up. I love Skull.
It's missing out on the bots. I have some bots lined up for tomorrow. Otherwise, I have some people, opponents that I'm not going to fight.
Don't worry, Skull. It's only been 20 minutes. You'll still have bots. But anyways, guys, this has been the pack, and this is the Arena Watch podcast. So if you want to join the pack with the pack, go ahead and subscribe down below. If you like this video, then like this video, stream, whatever. If you want other people to see this kind of content, go ahead and share it. If you want to see more of this content, hit that bell icon. This ain't Twitch. We will be tuning in pretty much every time this time. Hopefully not this late. Somewhere usually 1 p.m. PST to 3 p.m. PST, and it'll go on for an hour hopefully before Arena starts. So yeah, tune in for that next week. Go ahead and join Kage's gaming Discord server for all the best underground DQT conversations, and go ahead and join my server for all the best DQT guides. Anyways, guys, this has been the pack signing out. Peace.
Peace, guys. Take care.
Peace.
All right, there we go. I think